since I've moved in, we've been renovating our house, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. It's annoying. Builders turn up and they all park in the street. Our first interaction with this guy was we had Ethan's car parked out the front of his house when we were doing something. And he came over, knocked on the door, and Esther was home. Esther's like, oh, hello. I'm Esther. Nice to meet you. And he goes, get the car off me bloody yard. The bin man's coming. And just walked off.
Wow.
And that was it.
Because you're allowed to park wherever you want on the street.
That's right.
You don't reserve the park out the front.
No.
Yeah. And we thought, I get it. The car had been there, I think, for a week. And then a couple of months later, I was doing some work in the garden out the front, and like a bag of potting mix that was empty had blown over into his yard. I didn't realise. So when I went out the back to grab something, I come back, he's standing with his foot on the bag, looking at me. I was like, oh, hey, mate, sorry, that's mine. Must have blew over. And he just goes me. Just goes, don't get your bloody rubbish all over my yard. You're an arrogant... Just went off at me. And I was like, relax, dude. It's windy.
Did you tell him to relax?
Yeah.
No, because you can't tell anyone to relax when they're heightened. You know that's never going to work.
Round 3. We're doing a carport out the front at the moment. He's gone off at the builders because they're parked out the front of his house. And he was in his Sunday best. You could tell he'd woken up, looked out his window, seen the trucks there and was like, I'm having a shower, putting me fighting clothes on, I'm going out. Anyway, so that happened. I went over on the weekend. I was like, look, I'm going to win this guy over. So I go over just to chat to him. I'm like, look, I know it's really annoying and I can understand that you've lived here a lot longer than me. If you can just, it'll only be a few weeks. The carport will be finished and we'll be fine. Angry again. And I was like, I don't understand. What is it? And he goes, I just don't like you.
Wow.
Oh, ouch.
He just does not like me.
Just doesn't like things disturbing his street.
New guy coming in and ripping up the place, thinking he's better than us.
Mr. Oxley himself.
But
he was Mr. Oxley before this guy came in.
But I don't think that.
He's lonely.
No, his
He sees
wife's
he's
still
beautiful.
alive.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
What's his problem?
I mean,
Before that, I thought he was just lonely.
What
You
about
can understand.
she never comes out. Never
Okay.
spoken to her.
Are you going to get a present?
What do I get him, though?
A yellow line out the front of his house.
Put
Oh, imagine that. I've spoken to the
Peace
council.
offering.
Look what I've got you.
a for sale sign out the front of yours.
And then go, just joking.
Abby and Matt on B105.